Good morning, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving 2020. I know I am on here quite a bit earlier than I expected to be, so those of y'all who are watching this later, I hope you get a great workout in. If you can, I'd appreciate you watching it on the YouTube link, which I will be posting as soon as I can once I'm actually done with the live feed. I am getting this done early because both kids are sleeping and I wanted to make sure I didn't have any distractions for y'all this morning. So, anyways, we'll get started in just a second. A couple things. Remember, everything is at your pace. So if it's too easy, take it up a notch. If it's too hard, take it down a notch. Modify, take an option of whatever you need to. My voice is still not awake for the morning. I don't play any music because I don't want to deal with any copyright issues, so make sure you have whatever music you like in the background, whatever playlist. Hi, Dennis. Feel free to work out with me this morning. We're about to get started. So what we're going to do today is, first of all, a couple things you need. If you have mini bands, grab those. If not, you can still get a great workout. It'll just be a little bit more resistance with mini bands. And you need whatever weights you have. If you have an assortment, anywhere from light all the way heavy, but whatever you have will work. So what we're going to do a little glute burn. We'll do some cardio, and then we'll do a shoulder burn and do some cardio, and then a Tabata finisher and some core work. I actually did this workout in one of my in-person classes earlier this week, and I loved it so much I wanted to do it with you guys. So with that being said, let me see if I can get this an angle hooked up here for you guys. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Hope that's all right. All right, so let's get warmed up. Don't forget, I forget a lot. Don't forget to start your workout on your watch. I like to use, for this kind of stuff, I like to use HIIT training, HIIT. A lot of watches have different options. So let's just get a couple squats, because I know for me personally it is not even quite 6 o'clock yet, so it is early. I'm hoping I can squeeze a nap in, but we have a very busy day today, so I'm not sure that will happen, but it's a good day. It's Thanksgiving, lots of things going on. Yeah, we've got a lot on the schedule today, so just getting everything warmed up. Good. All right, now I want you to grab your knee, pull up to your chest, just getting those muscles loose, a little bit of blood pump into them. We're not doing anything crazy quite yet. Ooh, my voice is not awake yet. All right, a couple of these, and then we're going to switch to quad pulls. So from behind, keeping that knee pointing straight down, a gentle tug, get the blood pump into those quads. Even if you want a little bit more, go on the tug and reach tall. Heart rate shouldn't be up too much yet. We're just getting everything a little bit looser. Good. Now remember, I have no music playing. I hope you guys have something good in your background. I like tall hurdle walks. Normally we'd be walking up and down the length of a room doing these, but you know, limited space in a house. Good. Up and over. Just getting those hips good and loose. You guys have some fun plans today. I know probably smaller plans than we normally have, and that's okay. Ours are definitely smaller, I would say. Let's go back to those squats. Weights in the heels, knees behind the toes, chest stays up. Good. All right, now you guys spread those legs a little wider. I know you can't quite see my feet. Make sure both feet are pointing forward, not out to the side. You're going to sink into a lateral lunge, stretching the inside of that thigh. And while you do that, let's add some arms just to get the upper body moving a little bit. Gentle stretch, push, just past where it's a little bit tight. Every time I do these workouts, I look at the wall facing me and I know that everything's crooked on it. One day I'll fix it. All right, good. Let's see. Let's have a little cardio. So just high knees. Let me check the baby monitor every once in a while, so y'all keep going. Making sure everybody's good upstairs. Yep. Sleeping like a baby. That's what you should be doing. All right, I'm trying to decide so you can see butt kickers. Swinging those arms up and down. Literally kicking yourself in the seat. Good. All right, let's get a glute pull right here. Ankle and knee, make sure you pull in both places. If you just pull at the foot, you're going to put some torque on that knee, possibly twist it a little bit, so make sure you pull up in both, so you're really getting those glutes and not possibly injuring the knee there. Now, if you have any space, side to side or front to back, hopefully you have at least a couple feet. And what you do is side shuffle. So I have more space this way. So I'm going to side shuffle to the front, side shuffle to the back. Y'all can do this side to side, any direction. You've got some room. I will tell you my glutes. I didn't feel them yesterday because I did this workout 2 days ago. But in the middle of the night when I woke up several times, I was like, oh my gosh, my glutes are a little sore. Good. Let me get back to those high knees. We're almost done with this warm up. If you need a little bit more movement, feel free to hit pause and get a little bit more warm up. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get to glute kick or glute kicks also works. But kickers. Good. All right. So for this first part, you will need your knee band. You'll also need a weight. For our break exercise. Now, when you put these on, it is always a good idea to have a seat so that you don't fall. So if you have a chair or something near you, if you have really good balance, you can do it. I know I can, but it's definitely a good safety precaution to put them on so we don't fall. All right, so let me show you what we got. And you can do these to stay warm with me. So you just have squats. Okay, so weights in the heels, knee behind the chest, chest is up. We'll have squats. You're welcome to hold a weight these if you want. All right, then we have side walks. So you're going to get down in a squat position, weights in the heels. All right, make sure you keep the chest up, don't let it drop. And you're going to step to the side. Make sure you don't lose resistance in that band. I know you probably can't see my band very easily. And you want to try to stay down as best as you can. All right, then you can have the weights that you want near you. So I'm going to grab mine, put them right here in front of me. We're going to do deadlifts, hinging at those hips, feel the hamstrings and the glutes, keeping that back nice and flat, standing tall. So as you do this, pinch your shoulder blades back. You do not want to round the back out. Okay, what I see a lot of doing these is this, which then puts the work in your lower back and can injure it, as well as anywhere in your back. So as you bend over, weights the heels, knees slightly bent underneath those hips, hinge the hips. Think, stick your back behind you. Keep that back nice and flat. Stand up, squeezing the hamstrings and the glutes. All right? So just have this easy access as we have that hand around, so we don't have to shove too far. Then we have front walks. All right? For this, pretend you're on railroad tracks. The goal here is not to let those hips rotate. You want to keep your feet on the lines, imaginary lines. All right? Get down that squat. Walk, walk. Walk. Don't let that band pull you or your feet in. We're going to do a couple to the front and a couple to the back. All right. And then our last one, we have leg lifts. So lift it down. If you need to hold on to the wall for some stability, that is completely fine. So how we're going to do this, we're going to do 2 rounds. It's going to be a minute each exercise. The side leg lifts will do 30 seconds each. And then our break exercise will be a side bend. So this will be in between at the end. So we'll do 30 seconds on each. So grab something heavy. All right. Make sure your feet are no wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to lean to one side. Stand up. This is the side you're working. Side without the weight. And make sure you lean directly to the side. Another thing, don't let those hips pop out. I just noticed mine doing it. Just as far as your upper body will let you without losing stability in your lower body. All right, so I will time you guys 1 minute each, no breaks. Your break is your side bend, and then we'll do a second round side bend, and then we'll do cardio. We'll go straight into that, and then you'll get a break. So if you need water, grab it quickly now. I'm going to check the baby monitor. We're good. All right. You guys ready for this? We're starting with squats. If you want to hold a weight, you're welcome to. I'm going to probably grab one on that second round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds on the clock. Now, even with this, if you want to move that band up a little bit, I'm going to keep talking and I'll keep squatting. This is great for hip stabilization. All the stuff we're doing is great for hip stabilization. If you want a little bit more, which I'm going to tell you, your glutes are going to burn during this segment, and you can put it here. If you don't want the glute work specifically at the moment with the squats, keep it down with your ankles. The higher that band, the less resistance you're going to have. But make sure you don't let that band pull you in. That's the goal of using the band, is to add that stability there. Good. Just kind of pinching my skin. Gentlemen, if you do not shave your legs, mini bands are a little uncomfortable, so leggings, if you have them, are very helpful. After this, we're going to the sidewalks. 2, 1, scoot to one side, down in that squat. No breaks here. If you need to adjust that band at any time, go for it. Try not to let those feet come too close together. You might try to angle this down a little bit further. Y'all keep going. I know it's hard to see my feet here. Maybe you might not be able to see my head, but at least you can see my feet. There we go. My weights are a little way now. There we go. Who cares if I run into the wall, right? Try to stay down. It's going to be hard as those glutes get tired. The focus is the side step, though, so if you come up out of it a little bit, that's okay. Just try to maintain some form of a squat. 10 seconds, we're switching to deadlift, so make sure those weights are easy to access for you. In 3, 2, 1, 60 seconds. I have better plans for these weights for our next round. Good. Now remember, pinch those shoulder blades back, ground the heels right under the hips. Stick your booty back. Don't lean down. It's not a squat. You want to hold your knees bent, not actively be bending them into that squat. So I'm going to turn sideways just so y'all can see. Good. Hinge into the zips. Hamstrings, glutes, a little bit lower back. As long as it's not painful, you might feel some burning or tension. Make sure it's not painful in that lower back. If it is, it probably means that you're caving. What I like to say is think of it like you're a Barbie doll. Gentlemen, I'm not sure how many Barbie dolls you played with, but she is bent in knees, her upper body is straight, and she hinges at the hips, the only place she can bend. All right, set those down, have front walks. 60 seconds of front walks. There we go, now those weights are the way. So, again, pretend you're on railroad tracks. Try not to let the hips wobble. That is the point here. Slow and steady. It is not about how fast you do them. A lot of people race through them and think, oh, I've got a million. Slow, slow, stable, steady. This is working stabilization in those hips. Good. You're 30 seconds into this one. 30 seconds to go. This spread is definitely a little bit more strength. We do have cardio, and we'll get it in. Don't worry. But the beginning and middle of this workout definitely focuses on strength. But I will tell you, I'm definitely sweating. Hope you are too. I wasn't so much when I did it the other day because it was freezing. We did it outside. All right. We're going to leg lifts. 30 seconds on each side. So if you remember, if you need to hold a wall, oh my gosh, feel free to do so. Make sure as you lift, this isn't happening, okay? So that wall is not making it so that you're whipping out, I promise. If you need that stabilization to keep your core in line, I would rather you do that. Slow it down. I'm noticing myself, try not to put your weight back on that foot. See if you rebalance sides. You just want to tap, and there's my cat. she likes to mess. You know, hopefully she doesn't sit right in front of it, which she often does. She'll just park her little hiney right in front of my phone or my computer, whatever we're using for the day. 10 seconds, and then we're grabbing our weights for side bends. Remember, heavy. If you don't have heavy, you can always double weights in your hands. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your weights. We've got a minute, 30 seconds each. I'm going to give that a little restart so y'all have time to grab your weights. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Take a side. Don't carry one. We will switch at 30 seconds. If you are doubling weights, it does take a little coordination to switch. If you're not used to doing it, the easiest thing is just set it down, flip the top weight over so you can grab it with your thumb, and then grab it with the other hand. Ooh, 250s are hard to hold with my thumb, man. Might have been a little aggressive on the way here. Switch sides. Good. If you're used to it, I've gotten the pattern down of how to switch in my hands, but it's a lot easier if you're not used to it. Just set them on the ground. After this, I'll give you a second. If you need water, I definitely need a sip, and then we're going to get right back into it, but not really a break. 2, 1. Good. Set those weights down. Sit down if you want to take that band off. Hopefully you can just waddle over to your water. Make mine a little more accessible. Another thing you could do to put your band on is literally if you can fold in half to the ground, you can touch the ground for some stability. All right, we're starting with squats. If you want to, let's pick the weight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squats. Remember, weights in the heels. I'm touching the wall back here. There we go. My voice is still not warmed up. We had a cold run through our house last week, so that might be part of it too. Thank goodness I'm feeling a lot better, but it did knock me out for quite a few days. Well, knocked me out. Kids didn't seem too bothered by it. I got it from my daughter, though. You know when your kid gets sick, you're going to get it. You will. Good work, you guys. 15 seconds here, and then we're going to those side walks. So just make sure any weights are out of the way so you're not going to trip on them. In 3, 2, 1. I prefer you. I see some people when we do these in class holding weights. I don't want you holding weights. The goal here is hips. All right, we're getting squats. We're getting work in the quads and the hamstrings with the other exercise. Hips, glutes, stabilization. All right. If you aren't feeling it, you need to go slower if you have those mini bands. If you don't have mini bands, okay. You can still do the exercises. Just focus on squeezing and stabilizing. You have to actively think, contract, and hold, and stabilize. We have about 20 seconds, and we're going to those deadlifts. Try to keep everything in line. Let it open or move side to side. Remember, don't bring those feet so close together you lose tension. You've got to keep tension in the band. It's real easy to do. Just let it come together. 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights. Deadlifts. No breaks here. There's a wall again. If only it was just a couple inches back. Feel those hammies and glutes. Remember, a tiny bit in the lower back, but it shouldn't be painful. If you feel your toes popping up off the ground, that means you're doing a great job to keep your weight in your heels. And same thing with squats. If those toes start to pop up, your weight isn't right where it needs to be. 15 seconds, we're going to the front walk. Squeeze the core too. Don't forget that part here. As you stand up, you want to get all the way to neutral. What I see a lot of people do is come to here. You're not getting that full contraction. The contractions as you stand up here. All right? Back to that neutral position. All right, set them down. Front walks. Let's go. Down. Stabilize. Good work. Seconds. And then we got the side leg lifts. They're going to burn. I do not care which foot you choose to do first. You can do the same one. I usually do right foot first. That way I never forget. If you remember and you want to start with the other leg, that's cool too. What I like about doing that sometimes is if you just start with the other leg, the first leg you started with isn't as tired, if that makes sense. All right, stand up, leg lifts. Let's go. Ooh, resist that band pulling you back to center. Resist. The out is not the work. It's a little bit. The resisting in is the work. Less than 10 here, and we're switching sides. Yeah. Switch sides. Ooh, my hips. Oh. Hopefully I'm working out the soreness from 2 days ago. Oh, I found myself leaning. But I have a feeling I'm going to be more sore. Squeeze that core. Remember, hold on to the wall if you need to. I'm feeling like I need to be honest. Just as a stability point. Remember, after this, we're going to those silence. You got a couple seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm not going to double the weight today. That was on this one. It was too complicated. I'll give you a second to grab weight. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. If my weights were a little closer, I would have grabbed something heavier. 2 15s were too hard to double in my hand. I'm going to double with lighter weight. Stabilize. Don't let those hips pop out. You should be feeling it right here. This is a lot of hip stabilization too. Even though you don't feel it down your hips, this muscle does a lot of hip stabilization. It wraps around your core. Switch sides. Quick. Ground those feet. Don't let them pop up. I'm feeling this leg start to pop up a little bit. 15 seconds. Almost there. Almost time for quick water, and we're jumping straight to cardio. All right, set that weight down. Remember, hold on to something as you take that band off. We are done with the bands. If you need a quick sip, grab it, and here's what we got. We're going to do 3 rounds, 30 seconds each, jumping jacks, and ski runs. All right? Jumping jack, 1 foot at a time if you need it. Ski runs, front to back. All right? You can always take the jump out, and you can just tap really fast. Honestly, those are very jumpy. Jumpy is not for you. And honestly, some of these days it's not for me. As long as you're moving, I don't care what you're doing. All right, I just want that heart rate up. So, 30 seconds each, starting with jumping jacks. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Y'all keep moving. I'm just checking my baby monitor. Yep, all's good. Almost running into my wall. Ski runs, let's go. Front to back, Then you got those ski poles in your hand. I'm about to trip on this floor cloth. Don't you feel so elegant doing these? Just kidding. switching back to jacks in 2, 1, jacks. Keep it going. You got about 15 seconds. This is 3 minutes straight of cardio. And I'll give you a breather for our next round. Couple more. Move those ski runs. 2, 1, ski runs. Come on. No breaks here. If you need it, take it. Try not to. Going back to jacks in 2, 1, jacks. Keep it going. Couple more. Hey, Gwen. Keep it going, you guys. You got 10 seconds left of this. Thanks, Gwen. I hope you enjoy doing it later. I'll post it on a link. It's a little easier to access. Here we go. Ski runs. I was able to get in early and didn't want to wait till 7. Almost there. 10 seconds, then you get your break. 2, 1, take your breather. Grab some water. Woo! Don't sit down with me. This is just so I can see you guys and tell you what we got going on. All right. So take a second, step, tap, walk around. Bring your heart down a little bit. Like I said, don't sit down with me. And we'll get to our shoulder burn. So what I would say you need here, if you have them, medium weights, light weights. All right. So I would try to have them, as accessible as possible. All right. I would say what I used the other day. I think I used, honestly, for shoulder press, I think I used 8s because we were doing it for a minute. It was pretty tough. If you have an assortment, you can always drop down. For the light ones, I would say 5 for me, but you can always change it up in the middle if you feel like it's too much or too little. Okay, so here's what we got. I'm just going to show you the lightweight demo. So we're starting with shoulder press. Make sure your core is tight, hips are tucked under. Squeeze those glutes. It's hard for you to see with this shirt. It's a little loose right here, but I'm also squeezing my tummy. When you squeeze those glutes and roll them under, it forces you to squeeze here as well. All right? So, nice flat back, no pushing back. Okay, you're pressing overhead and controlling down. Do not let your arms come past, or your elbows come past your shoulders. Okay, you don't want to bring it down here. It's going to pull you out of line. All right, so you've got shoulder press. If you have any issues going up overhead, you could also always do shoulder row. That's totally fine. All right, then we have front raises. So go straight into right here. As you do these, all of these, make sure you're not rocking the body. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but as you see it, you're squeezing that core the same way I showed you in the shoulder presses. All right, then we have bent over straight arm press. This one definitely burned it today. So you're going to get in the deadlift position. Okay, back nice and flat, straight arms, and you're going to gently press back. You're not bouncing. Okay, remember, control the way back to gravity. It's definitely hard to do on these. Now, as we do these, and this gets heavy because it's a much smaller muscle than the other ones we're working, you can still set this down and still do this. You will still feel it with all the other work we're doing. And then we'll complete it with side raises. So we're doing almost every direction of shoulder movement we can. The only direction we're not doing is in because you can't really do that without any kind of machinery. So it's also a little awkward. Okay, and then so we're doing the same thing a minute each. No breaks. Your break exercise is just lunges. knee back. A lot of times when you do forward lunges, our knees tend to go in front of our toe, which is very damaging to that knee. Any kind of lunge you want to do, you can do lateral lunges, you can do curtsy lunges, any kind of lunges. All right? So let's go ahead and get started with that shoulder press. 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Well, let's go. Good. Y'all keep going. I'm just going to check the baby monitor. I have no reason to think anything's wrong. Nope. Sleeping like a baby. I felt him right before we started, so he should be plenty good. Squeeze. Control it down. It's not about how many reps you do. Or the hair that's in your mouth. It's very easy as we press it overhead to arch our back. It's almost natural. Don't allow it to happen. Told ya. Don't need a lot of weight for these 60-second rounds. Less than 15 here. I've got an itch on my face. Control, control, control. We are going to go to front raises. Switch the weights out quick. Here we go. Front raise. Oh, there's the hair I'm tickling my face. Y'all keep going. Oh my goodness. Control. Control. Don't let that body rock. Squeeze the hips. Can't quite see my watch over here. I'm going to move it so I can see it. I got lots of fine hairs today that are tickling my face. 20 seconds. Yep. Control down. Do that bent over, straight arm press back. You will feel isometrically in that hold in the tricep, and you should feel it in your upper back and shoulders. 2, 1. Inch forward, press, control, press, control. I always forget to bring clean with me to my workouts. I know I need one, and I don't keep any down here. Control. It should start burning. If it's not burning, you might not be doing something right. Back is flat. Press, control, press, control. Check our time. About 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go here. If it's too heavy, just drop the weight. You can do this without weight. And honestly, I'm going to. Oh! Just make sure you squeeze at the top and resist. I actually do have 2 and 3 pound weight over there. I might grab for the next round. Those are hard. We're going to side raises right now. Squeeze that core. Get those heels grounded. Control. It's not about doing 300 reps here. We're all going to get done at the same time because I'm timing you. It's one thing I like about time workouts. You don't ever feel rushed to get through the reps. And you shouldn't, even when you're counting reps, you shouldn't feel rushed unless it's literally a power cardio workout. Then usually you want to be doing those things fast. But when it comes to lifting weights, you're going to get so much out of it if you control that movement. 15 seconds, and then we're going to lunges. If you would like to hold a weight for lunges, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Go ahead and do that. 3, 2, 1. I'm now for the first round. I'm going to turn sideways. Now, y'all can check my form a little bit, huh? Make sure my form is on. Lunges are a little bit more challenging for me than squats. I love squats. Lunges are a little bit harder with knees. So if you do have any issues with knees, just do a squat. Any form of squat is fine. I actually really love lateral lunges, the side lunges. Those are my favorite. But even the stuff we don't like to do, we need to do. And honestly, the stuff we don't like is the stuff we avoid. So it's probably what we need to train the most. I very much dislike push-ups. I make sure to put them in a lot of workouts because otherwise I might not do them and I wouldn't get that type of training. All right, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to grab a sip of water and we're going at it again. Now, I don't have any push-ups in here today. They are a great exercise because not only are you working your chest and triceps, you're also working your balance and core in holding that plank. So, all right, you guys ready? Let's get ready for the shoulder press. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Shoulder press. There is nothing wrong if that weight is getting too heavy and you need to drop the weight down or all together. What that shows me is that you are fatiguing your muscles. And that's really what we want. Not necessarily every time you have to drop the weight, but if you do that, if you do feel the need, like you cannot hold or press that weight anymore, that means you're doing enough. It means you're doing what you should be doing. Very easy, and I feel myself doing it to let that body, that back arch, try to resist it. Squeeze that core. Sometimes you can even stagger those feet, and for some people, that helps them keep that core a little more stabilized. Almost there, a couple more seconds. Less than 10, I promise. Then we're going to front raises. Probably need to drop the weight a little bit. All right, let's go, front raise. Lift, resist, don't let that core rock. Oh, our shoulders are going to be burning. Make sure to do this, and it's so easy to let this happen in any of these exercises. Don't let the shoulders come up to the ears. It's not a shoulder shrug. All right, keep your shoulders away from the ears. It's weird for me to say relax them because you're working them, but relax them. Press them down. Otherwise, you're going to start getting some cricks in your neck if you don't already have them. We are getting towards the end of this workout. This is our second round here. We have cardio, I'll give you a break. Then we're going to do a quick Tabata, doesn't take long. Core, stretch, and be done. So I would estimate, let's go to those press backs. Get a little less on these press backs. I would think maybe 20 more minutes left at this point, just ballpark range. Maybe less. When I add up all the time we have left, it's not quite 20, but we take water breaks too. Water is not for the weak. You need water. Remember that. 20 seconds. You try to push the exercises, get water in between, but you need water. Almost there. 2, 1. Ooh, side raises. Squeeze that core. Don't let it drop. It's really easy thing to do. Even us instructors who talk about this, train like this all the time, if we're not paying attention, we find ourselves doing it too. Takes focus, concentration. That's what should be part of your workout. A little bit of your workout should be mental. One thing I love about working out is you can escape everything else going on in your life and just think about you, just think about what you're doing in that moment. That's why I love to take classes sometimes, because even then I don't have to think. I'm told what to do, but I'm not gonna lie, I love teaching classes. This is therapy for me. This is fun for me. 2, 1. Good. Now we've got lunges. If you can, hold that weight. Add a little bit to it. This is our break, but also the end of the segment. And then we're going to jump to cardio. Now, if you have a step or stair, we're going to use it for cardio. If you don't have it, that is completely fine. Don't worry. As long as you're moving, I don't care. I'll give you some options. Ooh, my legs are feeling it. About 10 seconds. Good work, you guys. Come on. Whether you're doing this with me live or later, and breathe. Grab a quick sip, and we're jumping to cardio, literally. Just checking in. Hello, hello, if you're joining in. I'll post this later. All right, so 2 things. Same deal. 30 seconds each, 3 times through, so it'll take 3 minutes. Frog jumps. Oh, they're going to hurt. And if you have a step or a stair, you're going to do steps right here, okay? I actually do have a step right here, but all my weights are on it, so I might move that to me in front of you, but I think you guys can handle me on the stairs. All right, so again, if you don't have a stair, any movement you want to do is fine. You can do knee crunches, you can jump rope, you can toe tap, all right? Any cardio drill you want to do is completely fine. All right, no more works. Let's get to it. So, frog jumps. Go 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Get those arms up and down. With the heels, you do not need to stay super low. You do not even need to touch the ground. The goal is the movement, not the depth. And I'm not going to lie, as we do these, that depth is probably going to get a little bit less and less. 10 seconds. And then we're going to your step ups. Curb, stair, whatever you got. Everybody's got at least one stair in their house, right? Here we go. The goal here is speed. I want you to move fast. All right, frog jumps. No breaks here. Come on. It is working on daylight here. Starting to see a little bit light outside, or I thought it was. Maybe that's just the street light. 10 seconds. We're going back to the step ups. All right, step up. Frog jumps, last set here. Last set of frog jumps. Come on. Frog jumps, step ups, and a little break. Whew. 15 seconds here. Keep those arms moving. Even if that squat is not super low, you don't have to stop. It's hard to get back into it. I can tell you from experience, it's burning. 2, 1, step up. Breathe, team, breathe. Grab the water. Once again, do not sit or stand still. Whew. We got Tabata. We get Tabata coming up. Just checking in. Hey, Aunt Gail. I'll see you in a little bit on Zoom. Whew. All right, don't sit down on me. Okay. Let me show you what you got. You have, of course, you know we're going to have burpees. You know it. It's going to happen almost every single workout that I have. So, in a burpee, hands down, feet out, plank. I don't want you up here. All right? Feet in. Notice I'm on my heels, not my toes. Stand and jump. Now, what I want, you can step out instead of jumping. That's fine. All right? But what I don't want to see is this. That's going to eventually hurt your knees. I want you to get to those heels. So if you have trouble getting to those heels with that motion, use an inclined surface. All right? I'm actually going to move these in case I decide to use it. The goal here, yes, I want you to try to do it on the flat ground if you can. However, my goal here is the movement, is speed. So if you're going to get more out of your burpee by doing more of them, doing them faster on the race surface, do it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. I do it all the time. All right, so you have burpees, high knees. Remember, you can always march. All right, you know we're going to have this one too. Star jumps, little to big. Okay, remember, in, out, little, big. Okay, if you need to, take the jump out. And then we have sumo jumps, wide feet, toes out. Hopefully you don't hit your wall like I'm hitting mine. All right, sumo jumps, up and down. You can add those arms, okay? Now, it's Tabata. 20 seconds on as far as you can go. 10 seconds of rest. All right, we're going to do 3 rounds. Let me check my timer. Set perfectly. Okay, if y'all beep, you can start and stop the beep rather than listening to me. Either way is fine. Okay. Burpees. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Come on. It's only 20 seconds at a time. You can do anything in the world for 20 seconds. And guess what? Only 10 left here. 20 seconds is maybe 8 burpees. Breathe. Remember, complete rest does not mean stand still. I like to toe tap. Either way. Okay. Behind you, try to get them tabletop or marching if you need to. Let's go. Come on. Get those arms pumping. Definitely not daylight outside. It was just my kitchen light I thought was the sun. Breathe. All right, we got star jumps next. They are going to hurt, especially with the glute work we did today. Here we go. In 2, 1. Little, big, little, big. Don't you love how I'm jumping off the screen? I'm not a professional videographer. That is for sure. Try not to stop. If you stop, it's harder to start back. 2, 1. Breathe. Sumo jumps are next. And it's round 1. We've only got 2 more to go. 5 feet. Toes out. Here we go. If you want, add those arms. I like those frog arms. This one definitely looks a little more like a frog, doesn't it? Try to keep them wide. Toes out. Oh my gosh, it's burning. You're feeling it as much as me. Woo! Breathe. We're back to burpees. Especially now, if you need that resurface, it's okay. I might switch to that on this one. I'm gonna try flat floor. Here we go. See how long I can handle it. You've got this. Come on. Breathe. We got high knees next. High knees. 3, 2, 1. Come on. You hear that beat? It started. Don't get those arms. Don't want them here. You want more movement. More movement, more burn, more cardio, more calories. Which, it's Thanksgiving. We all need a little extra calorie burn today, right? Even if you're trying to go as healthy as possible, you know probably most likely you're going to overeat those calories. Star jumps. I do my best to reduce calories in the recipes on Thanksgiving. We know we're going to indulge, so let's get our burn, and let's try to reduce the calories if we can. Breathe. Doing jumps. Y'all, we're almost done with round 2, which means round 3, which is our last round. All right, wide feet. Let's go. So close. So close. Breathe. Okay, one more round. Last set of burpees. Last set. Then we cool it down and core and stretch. Here we go. 2, 1. Come on. You should be feeling tired. If you're not, what you doing? I'm exhausted. Try to get to those heels. 2, 1. Ah, done with burpees. My knees are next. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Don't give up. This is our last round. Keep going as hard as you can. It's only 20 seconds. I say it because I feel myself getting exhausted. Come on. 1, breathe. Star jumps. Last set of star jumping. Last set. Let's go. Don't stop, don't stop. Get it. Right? I do sing, but not while I work out. That's not a good idea. Sometimes I do. Breathe. It's a really good song. But I don't have anything playing. I hope you do. I hope you have something great playing in the background. All right, last one. Sumo jumps. If the arms are distracting you from the legs, just don't use them. Okay, I actually feel right now getting a little bit more out of it without my arms distracting my shoulders. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Awesome. We're done with the hard part. Whew. The kids are still sleeping. Yes. Water. Do not understand still. Okay. Whew. If you have a mat, grab it. I never know which way to do this. Don't want any like crazy and flattering angles here. Okay. If I need to adjust the camera angle, we will. So, actually, don't follow me. I want you to bring your heart rate down first. So if that means walking up and down a set of stairs, if it means I've got a pool table sitting in front of me, just walking a few laps around that. If it means step touch, I just want you to take that heart rate down a bit before we drop to the ground. Now, you guys keep taking that heart rate down. I'm going to hop down and show you what we're doing. I will time you. Ooh, let's see if I want to change this up today. Okay. We're going to start with plank. Plank leg lifts. So make sure there's nothing like a step in your way. I'm actually going to do it this way. This way. Don't kick the wall. Yeah, we're good. Okay, plank leg lifts. So you're going to get in a plank position. Have your feet together. You're going from 4 points to 3 points right here. Now, this is not what I want to see. It is not about the leg lift. It is not. It is about taking from 4 points to 3 points and then stabilizing and not letting those hips rotate. That is the goal here. Okay, you can do this on your elbows too. I actually prefer it up on my hands. It'll challenge the plank a little bit more on our elbows. Totally up to you. Then we're going to right here, do bird dog, opposite leg. All right, this one, even though we're lifting that leg back, this is focusing on the lower back. You will feel glutes and hamstrings, but I want you to really focus on that lower back. Then we'll flip over for my favorite, Russian twist. Ground those feet, squeeze the lower body together, control it, rotate, and touch. Touch. If you need a little extra under the seat, just hold your mat over or a towel or whatever you got. Okay. And then you'll lay back for crunches. You can do feet flat, you can do 90 degrees or in the air, whatever works for you. What I want you to think though is instead of crunching to your legs, I want you to think chest to the ceiling and slowly down. Up and slowly down. All right? So hopefully by now your heart rate is down enough to drop to the ground. So go ahead and drop down. And we're going to do 30 seconds each, 3 times through. Oh, I should totally make you guys count. I won't be so mean today. Okay. Plank leg lifts. 30 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Up. Lift. Control. Remember, it's about the hips. It's not about the leg lift. Your mat is in the way. Technical difficulties here. Keep those hips low. Don't let them come up. And let your hips sink down to the hammock. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. On your knees. Opposite arm, opposite leg. I'll give you time to transition to our backs for that Russian twist on the next one. But that transition was pretty quick. Try to focus on balance here. Don't let yourself, and I felt it on me a little bit, wiggle to the side. Woo. 2, 1. I'll give you a second to flip over for Russian twist. If you want to hold a weight for these, you're absolutely more than welcome. I think I'm going to grab a 5. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Remember, ground that lower body. Now you can touch down, but make sure you're not compromising the core. Okay, a couple ways you can do these in different places that I've instructed them differently. If you're holding the weight, it kind of feels natural. We're going to crunches in 3, 2, 1. Crunches. Remember, whichever way works for you, feet flat. Actually, I think I like feet in the air better. Now it still feels almost like I got a pillow over here. Less than 15. And then I'll give you time to flip back over. We're doing 3 rounds. This is the end of the first. 2, 1. Good. Come on over. I'll give you a second. All right, guys, ready? Let's do 3, 2, 1. Lift. Slow, stable, steady, controlled. Ten seconds here, and then we're going to bird dog. 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Turn a little bit so I don't run into my step right here. Keep your head in line. You see me looking up as I'm checking on you guys. You look straight in between those hands. Keep your palm, not your palms in line. Your spine in line. You don't care where your palms are. We do. But your spine is a little more important for the entire body. 2, 1, flip it over. Get ready for Russian twist. Give you a couple seconds. I'm actually going to flip up that. I need a little extra cushion. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got a sensitive tailbone. You need a little extra cushion, right? If you've ever bruised your tailbone before, you know I have weirdly sliding down an inflatable slide. Not because you think you keep your tailbone. 2, 1, down for crunches. No breaks here, come on. Look at how fast that switch was for me. Woo! Even getting that mat out from under me. Remember, chest to the ceiling. Try not to curl up. And also make sure you're not pulling with your hands. You don't want to pull your neck up. Just want to rest your head on those hands. We got one more round. 2, 1. Flip it over. Last round, you guys. Then we stretch. And then it's time for Thanksgiving Day. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm assuming most of you guys are having dinner later. We are. Small gathering. Just the family that I see most of the time. Couple more seconds. This is our last one. Make sure your shoulders are right above those hands. It's really easy to let them slide. All right, opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's go. It's really easy in the planks to let this happen. So you have to sometimes, you notice that you're starting to shift back. Shift yourself forward. Don't race through these. It's really easy to find yourself doing that. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over, Russian twist. If you're like me, get that extra cushion. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That feels so much better. Oh, we are so close to done. I'm at exactly an hour on the clock, so I always push these workouts a little longer. I just want to fit so much in. I actually had more planned, more reps or rounds on your back. In 3, 2, 1. But I realized it would take an hour and a half to get it all done, which as much as I would love to do that, it's not practical time-wise. We are almost there. Just a couple more seconds. Hello, kitty cat. 2, 1. Breathe. Stay right where you are, unless your cat's in the way. And I want you to stretch fingertips to toes as tall as you can make that body. Whew, stretch everything out. I don't fall asleep. I'm very tired. I normally get another hour or so of sleep after I feed the baby. I wanted to get up and get this workout done with you guys because I wasn't sure exactly what time I'd be able to do it if I didn't do this early. I didn't want to wait till 10 because I know that there are some people like me, press your palms down and pull back, who like to get this stuff done early. So I want to make sure it was recorded for you guys to do whenever you could today or even tomorrow. Tomorrow, however, I am streaming a Zumba class at 10 a.m. If you are local, message me. You can come do it in person, socially distanced. If you're not local, or even if you are, you want to do it from your house, I will also stream it virtual. The link, I think I've already posted the link on the Facebook group, but I will post it again. Push that hip flexor and that quad. I think my cat's playing with the door. Switch sides. Oh. It feels good to be done. Maybe I can take a nap in before the kids wake up. Maybe. There have been days where they both slept. Well, the 4-year-old slept till until I wake up. both feet in front. So let's go ahead and just get a gentle reach down. Sometimes the baby's normally up around now, but just depends on when he went to bed at night, which I kept him a little late last night. He stays up with me, and I try to go to bed when he goes to bed. That way I get more sleep. Oh, you should feel that glute. You definitely need to stretch those glutes out. We're done with this one. I'll show you the deeper one. That's basically the same stretch, but it's pressing against the ground, so it's a little easier to get it deeper. We won't do it right now, but I'll show it to you, and y'all can do it later on your own time. Oh, definitely need to stretch those glutes and hamstrings and shoulders. The other stretch, cross out in front. Other behind you, lean forward. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'm already here, and it feels so very good. So very good. Y'all seen the real me. I didn't put any makeup on today. I haven't gotten dressed except the workout clothes at all. I hope that y'all appreciate that. It was just too early. Not that there's much makeup these days anyways. Holding that stretch. All right, let's get a little straddle here. Now with this, make sure you're not sitting here like this. Straighten up, and I want you to reach. Now remember, I was a cheerleader. My flexibility is probably more than a lot of people's. If this is not as far as you can go, that's okay. You can reach over, and that'll stretch out the side. We'll hold that there. And then when you're done with that, you can kind of fold your chest to your knee as far as you can go. And that will stretch out your hamstring a little bit more. Let's do the other side. Over, stretch on that side when you're ready. Flatten it out. Good. Now let's get that hamstring a little bit more specifically. So take one knee behind, the other leg straight out, and actually this is going to do your quad. So if you lean straight away from that bent leg in the same line, you will feel that stretch through the quad. And when you're done with that one, that's when I want you to lean forward on that straight leg. You should feel that hamstring a little more than even that straddle that we did a second ago. And when you're ready, switch the legs. Lean away from that bent leg. Lean forward on that straight leg. Don't forget to do your stretches, you guys. It is very important. All right, we'll just stay right here. Cross our arms. You can have a seat and crisscross applesauce if you want. Keep your shoulder away from your ears. This is pretty comfortable for me. Focus on your breathing. So that heart rate is down. Pull towards you. Switch to the other side. Hands behind your head. Pull those elbows back. Feel that chest opening. Now, what I want you to do is put your hands around that back. I've never done this one on my knees, but it's working. I can feel it. I think we got everything. Almost everything. You know, let's do a little tricep because we did work this. Bend that elbow behind that head, pull that elbow gently down. I'm hungry. It's time to refuel. Switch. Time for my shake. Big breath in that nose to the top. Hold it. Control it down. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you did it live. I'm sure most people are not up when I started this on Thanksgiving morning. Most people are sleeping in. Or doing it later. I will post it on YouTube for you to access anytime. If you're watching this on Thanksgiving Day 2020, I will be streaming Zumba tomorrow live at 10 a.m. Please join me. It'll be super fun. We'll have a great workout. Hopefully, I have a couple of y'all join me in person. If not, that's fine. I love streaming anyways too. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments, concerns, whatever. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe, stay healthy, working out, keep your immune system going. And I hope everyone is doing well and has just a really great, thankful day. I know specifically for my family, we have a lot to be thankful for today. So with that, I will let you go. Here's my cats. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you guys so much. Bye.